Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just thought I'd hop on live for a little bit and see if you guys had any questions about reselling or whatever. And hey, what's up, Olivia? How's it going? I think maybe I was on live for a second checking my camera and I didn't realize I was already on. What's up? What's going on? How you doing tonight? You been finding anything good at garage sales, or you been thrifting or anything? Doing all right. Had to go to the hospital the other day. Had some like crazy head pressure stuff going on. Didn't know what was going on, and ended up being a tooth abscess. So the last few days I've been dealing with that, but doing all right though. Feeling a lot better today. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pop on, see how everybody's doing. What's up? Everybody's hopping on. What's going on? Let's see. I gotta move my little thing over here. Oops. I don't want to make this go away. I can't see the whole chat. Here we go. What's up? What's going on? So, garage sales have been pretty crazy. I've been going almost 3 days a week for the whole summer. So, my schedule's just been crazy. I haven't really been able to do any long YouTube videos for like helping teach you guys how to resell and stuff like that. But hoping to do some stuff soon. But I've got about 7 weeks left of garage sales. And what's up, trading post pickers? What's going on? Yep, I can give you guys some advice. But yeah, once garage sales are over, then I'll be good. I love your vids. Thank you so much. What the fuck is All right. Oh, thank you so much. Sorry, some crazy kid on here. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Eli. Yeah, doing good. Just trying to make it through the summer, but doing pretty good. I've got like probably enough garage sale footage for the whole winter. Like I've gone to so many garage sales, it is just crazy. So I'm hoping, well, not hoping, but I should be able to in the fall and the winter months. I'm gonna be working on some longer YouTube videos, like how-to videos, how to do shipping stuff, how to list stuff on eBay, how to do like keywords and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. My reselling setup, yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that too. I've got one in my old office that I did a while back. Sorry, I keep looking to the side. My comments are like way over here. I don't go live on here much, so I don't know if I can move that around or what. But basically, that back table back there is where Kaylee works. She's my, well, not one of my employees. She is my employee, and she comes in like on Monday or Tuesday or sometimes both days. Right now, our schedule has just been so crazy, so it's hard to get her in here. But once the garage sale season's over, she's gonna be working like 3 days a week probably, and she comes in and just helps me list and keep up with that kind of stuff. And then all this is like my shipping supplies and everything right here. And then in this room over here, you can't really see. I've got all my bins and everything set up and everything organized and put away. But once garage sale season slows down, I'm going to be listing a ton of stuff. And then I'll be doing more like shipping videos and what sold and things to look out for that you don't always see in my videos. David Petty, what's up, buddy? Shouting you out. 72 subs. Nice job, Jake. Are you doing reselling stuff or what? My biggest score at a garage sale. My biggest score ever was on Facebook Marketplace, but on a garage sale, I mean, you would think I have some pretty crazy stuff, but probably the biggest score was all the Barbies that I picked up. That was probably my best. My most profitable sale, a couple years ago when I first started reselling, I found, what's up, Cajun Reseller? What's going on? If y'all are not following Cajun Reseller, he's got a lot of great information on reselling. Definitely go checking him out. I'm sorry if I don't recognize some other people on here. Oh, SSK Promo. He does podcasts and stuff for reselling. Yeah, my biggest flip ever. I went to Minnesota. What's up? Chris at Peak is another one. Me and him are like best buds. We talk every day, literally. Chris at Peak, he's got a lot of great reselling content as well. So make sure to go follow those guys. Um, what was I going to say? Yeah, so I found this kitchen equipment a couple years ago. It's a Douyin dough rounder, and you drop dough balls down in it, and it like spins it around, and it knocks out these perfectly round like dough balls, and it can do like 800 in an hour. It takes like a couple people to operate it. Sorry, my dog's over here sleeping. But anyway, so like I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. They're asking 1,500. And when I looked it up, I saw that brand new, they were like over $10,000 they were selling for. So I was like, it was in used condition. AC Preston, what's up? So it was used condition. I offered $1,300. I said it was cool. It took a couple months to sell it, but I ended up selling it for $4,100 and I made 2,800 bucks. So that's my biggest flip. Can you give us a tour? Yeah, I'm going. Well, it's kind of hard to do it because I'm on my computer right now, but and it's a little messy in here. I've got some projects going on that I can't really reveal right now, but here soon I'm going to do, like I said, in about 7 weeks, the garage sale is going to slow down, and I'm going to do a walkthrough, like how I have everything set up and how I keep all my stuff organized. Like I've got everything in its own bin with its own number, and so on eBay, for example, if you go to your item specifics on the very bottom, you'll see what's called a SKU. It's in all capital letters, SKU. Sorry, so many comments. I'm trying to keep up with everybody. It's so crazy. But anyway, so everything that I list, it's got its own SKU number, and then it goes into its own bin, put away in another room over here. But and then that way, whenever I sell something, I know exactly where to find it. Yeah, it's a little messy right now. Cajun reseller. God, you got to remind me your name. I forgot. I'm so bad with names. My garage is pretty packed full right now, but I literally have. I've been posting a video every other day, and I have at least 80 garage sale videos I haven't posted yet. So that's almost enough for the whole winter of a garage. So y'all are going to be watching garage sale videos and be like, "Oh my gosh, this guy is killing me with all this garage sale footage, and I can't go out and do any right now." But a lot of cool stuff I haven't even shown you guys yet. I've just been saving it away for later because last year I had like 3 or 4 videos going into the winter, and then I was like, oh, and I was just thrifting the whole winter time. So this time I'm hoping to be able to travel some, maybe go do some like Goodwill bins, um, maybe do some other stuff, to post different kind of content as well. Thank you, Quarter. What's the oldest thing you have owned? I don't know. I'd have to think about that. What state am I in? I'm in South Dakota, and it's about to be really brutal winter here, blizzards and everything. So here we only have like 5 months worth of garage sales. So whenever it's garage sale season, I am like out there just trying to hit them hard. But I've literally got enough stuff in my garage to sell all winter. I could probably stay home. I've got enough videos and everything. It's pretty sweet. But now that I have an employee, it's going to end up going pretty quick. We're going to end up listing everything and selling out. So I will be still doing some thrifting and stuff like that as well. Oh, thank you, Corey. I appreciate it. Send the stone down to Louisiana. I'm actually from Louisiana, Monroe, Louisiana, up north. And the last place that I lived in New Orleans for like 5 years, but I'm from North Louisiana. I actually used to live like 5 minutes down the road from the Duck Dynasty family. They're actually right down the road from me. Let's see. What's your favorite YouTuber? That's a good question. I don't know. I'd have to look at my thing to go through my subscribers and see who's my favorite. But if you're looking for videos about creating content, There's a guy called Hillier Smith, I believe is what he goes by. It's like Hillier Smith, something like that. And he's the editor for Logan Paul, and he's a really good. He's got some awesome videos about like stuff to avoid when editing and stuff that you should be doing. Yeah, Mr. Beast is good too. I do watch him a lot as well. Canadian here, awesome. I wish I could put my. Does anybody know when going live on here if I can put my comments like in front of me? Because I keep looking over here. You just got into this hobby because of me. That's awesome, man. Yeah, main reason why I started this channel, I didn't really have a lot of money growing up. We were pretty like, it's hard to get by pretty much. And so my mom she used to have antique booths, a couple of them. And we would always do garage sales as a kid to find stuff for the antique booths. Some, not a whole lot. But once I discovered reselling and doing it online and everything, I was like, man, I wish I'd been doing this a lot longer because I worked my butt off in kitchens. I was a butcher in meat markets like my whole life and just like trying so hard to move up the hourly wage, and just hardly getting by. And once I discovered reselling, I was like, wow, man, I can like just if I'm off work, I can put in some time reselling some stuff, make some good money, and that will help to pay my bills. And then also, um, just get ahead. And then, now I'm doing it full time and I'm making more money than any other job I've ever had. And I've had some pretty good jobs. So my last main job, my last real job, I was a general manager of a butcher shop in Flora, Mississippi. It's called Floor Butcher, high-end butcher shop. That was my last job. And then I had my own cleaning business for a little while, and that was really good. And then now I'm doing this. Worst garage sale I've been to. I want to do a video soon on like my top 3 least favorite garage sales. Really, I don't know if I can think of. Well, I went to one not too long ago that like everything smelled like cat piss. That was pretty bad. It kind of makes you wonder what it's like inside of these people's house. But um, probably like I don't smoke anymore. I used to smoke cigarettes for a long time, and I quit that years ago. But I would say probably smokers' houses are probably like my least favorite because even if I want to buy it for myself, I can't wear the stuff because it just smells so bad. Can't sell it or anything. So, I don't know. Some people may be being rude on here. So y'all be nice to each other, or I'm gonna have to remove you guys. Okay. So if you guys are gonna argue and stuff like that, I will remove you. I'm not from Mississippi, but I lived in Mississippi for a while. Let's see. Oh yeah, Brewer for sure, for sure. No, let's see. How do you find garage sales? Okay, that's a good question because I get asked that so much every day. It's like Kool-Aid flavored water stuff. Square in there is great. Anyways, probably shouldn't be drinking it, but it's so good. How do I find garage sales? So mainly I use Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist. So what I do is if I'm going to let's say I'm going to go out, or let's say in your area, garage sales start on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thursday, I'm going to go on Craigslist in my area and look up garage sales, and I'm going to write down every garage sale, the time they start, and anything that I see on there that looks like something I'm interested in. Now, if I see a bunch of pictures and it just looks like junk, I usually just don't go. Unless I have time. Sometimes I'll write down the address and put like, if I have time and I'm close by, I'll go to that garage sale. I've got a whole system in place. David, I just got one animal. I got this dog. Jake, say hey. He's a little sleepy. We went for a walk a little while ago, and then we went for a ride. So he's a little sleepy. He's a good dog though. He's like my child. All right, so then I go to Facebook Marketplace and I do a local search, and then I filter within the last 7 days. And then I will literally go through all those garage sales and find anything popping up, like I said, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'll write down, I'll have like 3 pieces of paper: Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'll write down everything that I see that's happening on those days, the time, the address, anything that looks like something I'm interested in. And then, I was going to say, it must be out. And then once I have that ready to go, then Friday I'll go to garage sales all day, for example, and then I'll check it that morning to see if anything else popped up before I leave. And then Friday night I do the same search on Facebook, but then I search the last 24 hours because I already looked at the last 7 days, and that way I can stay updated. And then I write everything down for Saturday and Sunday because there's always new ones popping up. Check it the next morning. And that's pretty much how I do it. And then I use an app. It's called, how do I say how many people are on here? There got 38 people on here. I use an app. It's called InRoute, INROUTE. And then I take all the addresses and I just pin them onto a map, basically. And then I look at it before I go out, usually the night before, and I kind of make a plan like, okay, this one I want to go to first. This one had the best stuff. So that's what I'm going to go to first. And then I'm going to go around and do it like that. Do you know how many people are watching? Yeah, it's like 38 people on here, I think it says, if I understand this correctly. This is only my second or third time going live on here. Let's see. What is something I would love to find? Quarter. I found a lot of stuff, but I would like to find Russian dolls. They're really cool. They're like have rubber faces. Some of them can go for a lot of money. I got a buddy of mine just sold 2 of them yesterday for $400 total. But even like money aside, I really like to find stuff that reminds me of my childhood. I actually bought something the other day that I've always wanted. So I guess I'll spill the beans on here, but I always wanted this item as a kid. We never could afford it growing up, and I saw it at a garage sale, and I was like, "Oh my god, I gotta have it!" And I got there like first thing in the morning, right when they opened. I was a little late, but I got there pretty much right when they opened, and I grabbed it. It was a unicycle. I've always wanted a unicycle, and I saw it, and I was like, I am going to go get it. It was like $25, which is a pretty good price too. So I grabbed that. But I love to find like some really old video games still sealed. I think that would be pretty cool. Let's see. Sorry if I missed a lot of comments. You guys are coming in like crazy here. Oh yeah, for sure. Trading Post. How you been, buddy? Do I or something? Oh, do I go to garage sales that are listed and they're not actually happening? Yeah, pretty good bit. I usually make a list of like 15 garage sales I'm going to. That's about how many I can find. So even if there's not one, I just keep going to the next one. I think some people, they have emergencies happening, or they maybe don't get enough sleep at night, or just not prepared, and I guess they just change their mind last minute. It's a little bit like disappointing because spending my gas money driving around and stuff, but really, I mean, because I make a route that I'm going to everything, it's not so bad. I really don't spend a lot of gas. I'm only out for like 4 hours. I go to about 15 cells, sometimes less, sometimes more. It just depends on what's going on. And then sometimes the neighbors will have cells, and I'll go to those. And I was gonna say, yeah, I had a whole list. This is like never happened to me. I had a whole list of garage sales this week I was going to, and I went to the first sale. I got to the second one, and I realized there was a whole community sale going on that I've never been to, and I ended up going to a few garage sales and like scored really big. And then it was like 11 o'clock before I even started working on my route, and then all the good stuff was pretty much gone. But I'm glad that I stayed there because there really wasn't a lot of good stuff going on. at the other sales that I felt like it wasn't good stuff in the pictures, nothing looked great. Another good tip too is whenever I see a garage sale posting with everything already out in the driveway, whenever I see photos like that and they say that they're starting the next day, from my experience, they open up that day and then they post that they're opening up the day after. So I usually try to avoid those because um usually are already picked through and there's not going to be much stuff there. So I usually pass those up. Let's see. Oh wow. Wait. Oh, you found the Nintendo console and the box and everything. I did find a Game Boy Advance game still sealed the other day. That was pretty exciting. Nothing great. I mean, it was a pretty like basic, like a common game, but still really cool to find it because I never found one like that before. Um, what's your biggest loss? Ironically, most of the stuff I buy, people, as long as you buy stuff with good sold history, people will buy it. I haven't really had any crazy losses that I can think of right now. Probably the only thing I've maybe had a loss on was I shipped something and I realized I didn't protect it as well as I should have, and it got damaged in shipping. But luckily, the parts alone sell for a lot of money. So I just had them ship it back, and then I was able to go through and sell everything for parts and still make my money back and a little bit extra. So, but yeah, most of the stuff I'm buying it sells pretty fine. Big Green Outdoors, what's up? Um, how do you find items during winter? So you can go to thrift stores. One thing I like to do, I talked about this a long time ago on my TikTok. I haven't done an update video about it, but I posted a video the other day about how I had this huge Facebook Marketplace score, and we like stuffed everything in the car and had a whole bunch of collectibles. I don't know if you saw that or not, but that was actually a repost from from that was that last winter or the winter before, I can't remember. I think it was last winter, right at the beginning of winter. What I did was I went on Facebook Marketplace and I made a post saying that I buy stuff to resell. And this is what I'm interested in. I want vintage stuff, collectibles. Like no, I had to go back and put no big pieces of furniture because I had a lot of people message me about furniture and like kids' clothes and just stuff I wasn't interested in. So I usually make a post saying that, I'm basically saying I'm a reseller. I'm buying stuff to resell it. And this is what I'm interested in. And I had a lot of people message me. I had like 20 messages the first day. And I went to one lady's house. She had a bunch of beer steins. I was like not interested in anything. She ended up giving me like 2 boxes of free costume jewelry that I was able to sell in my antique booth. So that was cool. And then another lady, I went to her house and I bought some Funko Pops. I bought a gaming mouse, and then I bought like a huge smoker for smoking meats. And the smoker I got for like $40, and I sold it for like 200 or something like that the next day. So that was cool. And then I also had that Facebook Marketplace score where I got all those collectibles for 200. So they wanted me to buy a lot more stuff for 300, but it was a lot of stuff I wasn't interested in. So I was like, how about I just take the stuff I'm interested in and I'll give you 200 bucks. And they were cool with it. So that's always a good tip to try that. Cajun reseller still here. I've been watching a lot of your videos on Instagram lately, like your what solds and stuff. It's pretty cool. A lot of stuff in there I never really thought of picking up. Do you think there's garage sales in more richer neighborhoods or budget neighborhoods? To be honest, so this is what I've found. Um, there's garage sales all over. It's really just a mixture. Like I said, I find everything online before I go out. I never go drive around looking for garage sales. I think that's just kind of, you're just not going to find a lot. You're going to end up finding garage sales that are already open. Um, I would say my favorite garage sales are in the older neighborhoods. And I think it's because there's just a lot more older vintage like collectibles that are normally like stashed in their house that they're selling. Every time I go to a lot nicer neighborhoods or newer neighborhoods, suburbs and stuff, I'm usually finding a lot of newer items. Um, so because they probably moved from a different house and sold off everything. So normally I do better in the older neighborhoods. Um, that's what I've noticed. But I still go to all of them though. Yeah, I really want to find a Nintendo 64 or a Sega. I haven't found anything like that lately. Let's see what I did buy a what was that? I think it was a PlayStation 3. Let me see. I got it written down somewhere. I think I bought a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 4. I think it's PlayStation, yeah, PlayStation 3 for like $40. And then I also bought an Xbox 360 for 20 or $25 this year. I like to find another Nintendo NES because mine's kind of messing up on me. I need to get another one. But I found a Wii at garage sales. I think that's all I really have. And I've got a PlayStation 2. I'd like to have every system that I can find so I can test games whenever I find them. So, Jennifer Frick, what's going on? How how long did it take me to turn profit with this business? Pretty quick. I started this 2 years ago. Okay. I started the channel 2 years ago in reselling. That's how long I've been doing this for. So if I can do this and I can grow this channel how I did in my reselling business, look, any of you guys can do this. I started with $150 and I think like 85 of that went to a thermal label printer. So that was like my first purchase. And then I bought a shipping scale and I was finding stuff like on the side of the road. People were like posting on Facebook Marketplace free stuff. And I went one day and I found like some Frank Sinatra live CDs still in the box, like brand new. I sold for like $40. I found a lot of like weights and stuff like that, and I was selling them on Facebook Marketplace. And I just took all that profit, like that little profit that I had, and bought other stuff with it, went thrifting or whatever. And over time, I just got to where I was just my inventory started growing. I went from 50 items listed on eBay to 150 to 200. Once I got to, and this is a good probably tip for most of y'all, and it also depends on the quality of the stuff that you have. But when I first started out, once I got to about 350 items listed on eBay, that's when I started noticing I was getting daily sales, or almost every day I was selling something. And that's about the time I went full time. I had enough money saved up, and I was like, okay, if I can double this, the amount of items I have listed, then I could really be doing good. Yeah, thermal printer is definitely worth the money. I can't imagine doing it without, because then you had to pay for so much printer ink. It's a smart choice if you can get one. Um, Halo the Bear, Beanie Babies. Yeah, I don't pick up Beanie Babies. There are some newer ones I would say that could be worth some money, but nothing crazy. I don't know of anybody who's bought a Beanie Baby for a lot of money. So, and this whole time I've been doing this, I just don't see people really spending a lot of money on them. There's so many listed that you can get for cheap. So, even if you check prices of like what stuff's selling for, and like if you're ever wondering how to do that, if you haven't seen my videos on that, you just search something on eBay and then you filter. You go to filter and then you scroll down to sold and completed items. And then you can see what sold over the last 90 days, when it sold, how much it sold for. And you can usually find out on the computer or on your phone. It will say like the results. It will tell you how many sold in the last 90 days. And then you want to go look at what's listed as well. Because even if something's selling, you say, oh, I found this for $5. It's selling for $40, and there was 10 that maybe sold in the last 90 days. Go look at what's listed And then you may see, 10 sold the last 90 days, but you may see 200 listed. And it's like, okay, I don't want to pick up this item because it's most likely not going to sell. Oh, I don't know how to do the super chat thing. I'll have to look into it. I've only done this a couple times, so I have no idea. I'm not even monetized for my long format content like you would think I am, but I monetize for short videos, but I'm like almost monetized for the long format. Oh, speaking of which, too, I got something today, or yesterday. I got this in the mail. Can anybody guess what this is? Anybody guess what that is? See if somebody can guess. I'm gonna have to make a video about that. Play button. Yep, 100K play button, and that's all because of you guys. So thank you. You have to turn monetization on for the video to get super chats, I believe. Yeah, so it probably have to be monetized. Thank you guys. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's all because of you guys. So thank you everybody who subscribed. Do I ever buy and sell fishing stuff? Fishing stuff is not one of my strong points. For me, I spent years of my life cooking in restaurants and stuff like that. So kitchen, I guess, is like one thing I always just kind of like went with. But as far as fishing stuff, like I'm clueless, but I've been trying to learn a little bit. Same with like golf clubs. But here, whenever I find that stuff and I look it up, I just haven't really found a lot of anything good. But hoping to find something so I can share with you guys. What's up, Ramani Benson? What sells the best on eBay? I would say video games. I think. What do you guys think? What's your best selling item? Depression glass. Oh, I find it all the time. All the time. Cajun reseller. Have I ever done a storage unit? I have not. And the reason why is because I just prefer to see stuff before I buy it. And I just have a feeling that I'm just going to buy a lot of junk. Yeah. See Cajun reseller, second video games as well. I'm just afraid I'm going to buy it. I'm not really afraid. I just think I'm going to buy a storage unit and it's going to have a lot of junk in there. I think it'd be cool for content, but it's not something I would necessarily recommend for people to do unless you have a really good connection with someone who says, hey, this is going to be a good one. You should buy it. But I just don't see a lot of potential there. Nashville Flippers. There's another good friend of mine. If you're not following Nashville Flippers, he does a lot of really great podcasts and always has a bunch of really great resellers on. Definitely go check him out. Give him a subscribe. He is in Nashville. Awesome guy. I've been on his podcast a long time ago. This was whenever I was in my old apartment. Uranium marbles, it depends. The more you have, the more they sell for. But I found 8 recently, and they go for like $20 or so. Do I sell the item cheaper than other people? Not really. If the way I do it is I look at what's sold. Okay. So if I see something selling around $20 on average and I go look at what's listed and everybody's listed at $30, then I'm going to list my item at like 27 or best offer, and take 20 on a low or something like that. Cause that's what I know it's selling for. Where's that floating down? Yeah, I was actually having a discussion today with someone, and that's a good question I should ask you guys. What do you do? So Nashville Flippers, Cajun Reseller, if you're still on here, and other resellers. Do you do or best offer on your listings, or do you just do one set price and that's what you're selling it for? Because like 50% of my sales are from or best offer. But I was talking to someone today who does not do best offer at all. They just sell everything for what it sells for and just tries to go up for the long haul. Yep. Ray, that's Ray, Nashville Flippers. That's his name, Ray. Yeah, I need to come back sometime. We'll have to do something. Whenever garage sales slow down and it's winter time, I'll have a lot more time available. Oh, Lucas, that's awesome. What have you found so far? Anything good? Yep, silver play button. So I don't know if you saw that, Ray. I got my play button. I'm gonna have to open it up. I was thinking about maybe making a video out of it, like a little opening it up thing. Let's see. Uh, let's see. I do best offer, but have auto decline below a certain amount. That's smart. And you're doing that on eBay? I wonder, I list everything from my phone on eBay, but the girl that's working for me, she's doing everything on the computer. So I'll have to see on the computer if I can set that up because I don't have that on the phone whenever I list. But what's cool, if you ever hire someone, I basically created a second account that I have under my own email account and everything. And then I put the girl that's working for me, I put her name on there. And so she goes onto her computer, she logs into the account, and anything that she lists, so I can like give her certain roles and everything that she can do on there. Basically, she's still training, so I just do where she can just list for now, and then when she gets done, she presses save for later, and it literally goes into my phone, into my drafts on eBay, and then I review everything before I put it out. I make notes of all the little mistakes and stuff she made or what she could be doing better, and then next day she comes in, I go over it all with her, and then keep moving on. She's awesome though. She's been doing a really great job. I hope that she sticks around for a long time. Winter it is. Yep. Thanks, Ray. Um, let's see. I'm probably not going to be buying anything from anyone. I get so many messages about buying stuff from people. Um, I just, after shipping costs and everything, it's just not really worth it for me. And I've got so much stuff right now to sell. How many hours do I work on average? A lot. I would say I probably spend like I don't know. I work just about every day, but I don't work like really too hard or anything. Mainly when I'm going out garage selling and planning the next day, it's a pretty good bit. Filming and everything, adds up. Some videos take me 2 hours, some videos take me 4 hours to put together. I probably work at least 70 hours a week, probably something like that. Um, what's the least and most you've paid to ship an item? Well, shipping items, I mean, probably the least I've paid is, I don't know, $3 or something like that for like medium L or yeah, probably or I sell like pin back buttons and they cost about like $3 to ship. Um, and then probably the most for shipping was like recently I had someone buy a old school like box TV for $120. I got this for $5. They paid $120 and then they wanted it shipped to them fast as possible. So we did like 2-day air UPS or UPS 2-day air, and they paid like I have it somewhere on Facebook. I posted about it, or I think I posted on here too. They paid like $260 or something like that to ship it. It's pretty ridiculous. It was like more than the actual TV. So something crazy like that. I've never gotten robbed. Hopefully, I never do. Um, let's see. Where do you sell the stuff you get? So I mainly list everything on eBay. So whether really it doesn't matter what platform you sell on, as long as you stick with at least one platform. And then, so what I do is I list everything on eBay. If I wasn't listing everything on eBay and I had to pick another platform, I would probably pick Mercari because there's a lot of good stuff going on Mercari. But I like on eBay that I can like draft and schedule items and bulk edit a lot of stuff. So I mainly list everything on eBay. I let it sit for like a week or two and fill it out, see how much people are getting interested with stuff, and then um, and then what was I going to say? Blank for a minute. So yeah, I fill it out for like a week or two on there, and then I use a software called Vendu. There's also another one called Flip, FLYP. That's free. The one I use is called Vendu. It's VENDOO, and it's a cross listing software. So what I do is anything that goes on eBay, I automatically put it on Facebook and Mercari. The only thing I can't put on Facebook is like, I want to say you can't put. I know you can't put like kitchen knives and stuff. Can't sell knives on Facebook. It's weird. And then I think you can't sell like tobacco advertising stuff on there. Uh, yeah, I don't know what's up with Cooper, but if he wants to keep going, I'm just going to remove you. So, um, but what was I going to say? I get distracted. I'm like really bad at ADHD, so it's like I did not do good in school because I get distracted like so easily. All right, so I mainly list everything that goes on eBay goes on Mercari and Facebook, and then all the clothes go on Mercari and Facebook, and then I also put them on Poshmark, which has been doing really great for me, and then I put them on Depop as well. That's kind of like a vintage kind of like, I feel like vintage does really well on there, stuff with like super unique patterns, older stuff. But the problem with Depop is they only allow you to post 4 photos. So you're almost like have to like combine photos on another app and then put it on there. But what I do is I just post stuff that I can put 4 photos, usually doesn't have flaws and stuff. So I'm very limited to the amount of stuff I can put on there. Yeah, Depop's yeah, great for crazy weird items, unique. Like Carhartt, stuff like that does good on there. Graphic tees. I feel like it's a little bit of a younger crowd on their shopping as well. I have a Grailed, and I tried it for a while. I've considered like getting rid of it because I haven't had a sell on there in like 2 or 3 months. So, but sometimes I get people to buy stuff on Grailed. It's GRAILED. It's really good for like high end men's designer wear, stuff like that. But I mainly just put a lot of like button up shirts on there. But every once in a while, I'll have someone come on there and they're buying from another country and they'll do like a bulk order and they'll buy like a bunch of stuff at once. But, and that's another thing too. I do ship internationally. So I'm international on eBay, Depop, and Grailed. But I'm probably going to get rid of Grailed because I'm not doing very good on there. But I started listing a variety of items on Depop. Instead of just clothes, I started listing like video games and plush and some other stuff. And I noticed that sales seem to pick up a little bit. But here in 7 weeks, once garage sales slow down, I'm going to be like on a listing frenzy. I already have my worker coming in a couple extra days a week. And so I'll have a lot more stuff available for sale, a lot of cooler stuff too. That's a good question. Good day. So I do plus shipping on pretty much everything. Um, you can do free shipping. I just feel like with plus shipping, the items when you're looking for something to buy, it visually looks cheaper before you look at the shipping. But some people prefer free shipping. They like to do it like that. I like to do plus shipping because I allow offers on everything. And if I did free shipping, then I have to put like in my SKU number or in my notes on there about the shipping and everything. Usually I put that in the SKU number because the buyer can't see that. So I'll have like where my item is located in my inventory, and then I'll put what the shipping cost is. So if I have free shipping on something and someone sends me an offer, I don't have to go back and like figure out the shipping cost and everything. I have it already saved in there. Um, but I mainly do plus shipping. The only time I do free shipping is if I have an item that I'm selling at my minimum and they're all listed free shipping. Most of the time I found it's like items that are new still in the box or something like that. Oh, no, I don't think I know what that is. Tax issues internationally. No. Valuable jewelry. I've been on the lookout for stuff, but I haven't really found anything too crazy. Last year, I picked up like some Trifari stuff, and I picked up some costume jewelry, stuff like that this year. But I always like to pick up the costume jewelries, like if they have a whole container of like a mixture of stuff, because sometimes I'll get lucky and find some decent stuff in there. But I haven't found anything too crazy with jewelry, but looking for something. Yeah, good day. Yeah, I mainly wanted to do this live. So even whenever I get off of here, if anyone missed it, they can come on here and check it out as well. Um, yeah, if y'all got questions, let me know. I'm probably going to be on here for maybe another 5 minutes. Yeah, I like American Pickers. I grew up watching them a lot. They've been kind of getting a lot of hate lately ever since um, Frank's been out of the picture, it seems like. And then Frank had some medical stuff recently, had like a stroke and stuff. Um, but yeah, Frank is sucks he's gone. But my name is Matt or Matthew, whichever one. Um, Tax issues, huh? My favorite thing to look for, I really like vintage stuff. I just always had a love for that, like since I was young. So anything vintage or like collectibles, like hard to find stuff, rare items, um, But I like to I just like the treasure hunt aspect of it because almost every time I go out, I find something that I've never heard of before, and I learn something new. Um, so always look stuff up if you're not sure. And people don't care if you look stuff up on your phone. I've been doing this a while. I've never had anyone say anything to me. Just follow it on Poshmark. Awesome. I have used Nextdoor before in the past. I used to have a cleaning business, and it worked really great to get business on there. I'd have people recommend me, and then if I got a job through someone's recommendation, then their next cleaning, I would give them a percentage off um, for that person recommending me, or like someone picking up the business. So, and it worked really great. The best vintage thing I found. Hmm. I've got one item I haven't shown yet. I'm going to show in a video here eventually. I found an old CB radio, or it's not CB radio, an old 8-track player, and if it doesn't work, it sells for like 200 or $250. And if it does work, it could sell anywhere from like 350 to $450. That was pretty cool little item that I found. Um, or any kind of like I like to find like old Pyrex or old glassware that there's so much out there that I'm still learning about, but that a lot of times I feel like glass is overlooked because a lot of people don't want to deal with shipping it. But I find so much glass here. I don't know if it's where I live or what, but I find so much for cheap. I mean, I find this stuff for like 25 cents, 50 cents, and a lot of it sells for like, $10, $15. But sometimes I get lucky and I find something that's pretty rare and worth a good bit of money. Yeah, the name of my eBay store on everything is Thrift or Sifter, so it's pretty simple. So I'm on. YouTube, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and on Snapchat. So I've got all my videos on all those platforms. I put them everywhere. And then Facebook, I'm able to kind of, and actually on here too, I'm able to post some stuff like on my feed or community feed sometimes. But it's all pretty much the same content. But I've got some longer YouTube videos in the works right now. It's kind of hard with my schedule, but like I said, once garage sales slow down, I'll have a lot more time to go through everything. And then all the garage sales I'm going to for the rest of this season, I already decided I'm going to film for YouTube. So, like for longer videos. So, hopefully in the wintertime, I'll be able to, or not hopefully, I should be able to get all that stuff edited and put up so you can see kind of more of like what it's like when I'm there and you can see me actually like negotiating and the whole conversation and stuff like that. And that can help you pick up some tips on like certain things you could say to help get better deals and things like that. Um, the cheapest thing I found is probably that McKee red gingham bowl that I found that was missing the lid. I don't know if you saw that or not. I paid 25 cents. The last one with the lid sold for like $300. It's missing the lid. I think I'll get like 200 bucks. So 25 cents and a $200, I'd say is pretty good. For places recommendations for places to sell gold, I don't, but I'm sure that if you look up online, there's probably a lot of places like that. I don't know, Cajun Reseller, if you're still on here, he might know. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I haven't really come across any gold I can flip. Do you post a video of an item after it's sold? Sometimes, but I haven't been lately. But sometimes I'm gonna have more in the off season. I'm gonna have more videos popping up with stuff that's already sold in it. Um, what's something I regret buying? You know, when you start out reselling, you're gonna buy stuff that you regret because you realize that, oh man, this is not really a great item to pick up. Um, I don't know if I really regret buying anything. Well, I'll tell you this. This happened to me when I first started. I was watching these guys on YouTube reselling and buying new shoes in the box, and I came across a garage sale and I bought like 8 pairs of shoes still in the box, and I was so excited about it. And they took forever to sell. I think I eventually sold everything. I did donate one box because I just could never sell it. But it was just like some stuff I got that was, you could find it like a discount shoe store, not a great brand, nothing special. I probably looked at one shoe and saw that I could make some decent money, and they were all like $3 a box. So it was like, yeah, why not? What could it hurt? And it just took forever to sell. So I really recommend buying stuff that's got proven sold history, and then once you build up your inventory and you build up some money, then I would say try to maybe, you can maybe experiment with some items or gamble on some items, something like that. Coin shops or pawn shops. Get a couple of quotes when selling gold to make sure you aren't getting ripped off. What about jewelry stores? Will jewelry stores do that or no? But yeah, I can see pawn shops. I don't know if we have any coin shops around here though. I do thrifting in the winter. I will be doing some once winter time comes around. If you go on my TikTok and you scroll back to the beginning, you'll see that I have mainly thrifting videos because here, 7 months of winter, I didn't really have enough garage sale footage, but yeah, I do thrifting as well. I mainly, for me, I make the most money from garage sales. I find stuff the cheapest, and I'm sure Cajun Reseller agrees. I know he goes to a lot of garage sales, but typically my cost of goods, like my cost for an item, is around 9 or 10%. So that's about 9.5% is my cost of good, versus thrift store, my cost of good is like upwards of 25%. So what I do is I just buy a lot during garage sale season and I buy so much to where in the wintertime, I've got enough to sell through. Hey, Rebel Reseller, I've been watching your What Sold videos lately. If y'all haven't checked out Rebel Reseller, she mainly sells toys, but she's got a lot of great information. So if y'all like selling toys and stuff, go check her out. She's got some awesome videos. Make sure you subscribe. Um, what was I talking about? If anyone wants to remind me, I was talking about something related to something. I can't remember. I tell you, I'm like really bad at ADHD. So once I get distracted, I'm like, it's hard for me to remember what I'm talking about. Normally I sell a pretty good bit per day. Lately, sales have been a little slow because I've just been sourcing so hard for the winter. Like I said, I've got about 7 weeks left. But once the garage sales slow down, then I'm gonna be just like a selling machine. Normally, on a Monday, I drop off like I would say about 20 packages to the post office. That's Friday through. So normally, like on a weekday 5 items or so, sometimes upwards of 10. The more you list, the more you're gonna sell. But I sell stuff locally too in my vintage booth. So like today, I did I think I did $42 in sales in my booth, and I spent like $1.50 on the items that I sold in there. So, but I do pay rent also there. But and I sold quite a bit online today too. So did pretty good. Um, sure, you can do that, Eli. Let's see. Let's see. Video editing equipment. Yeah, I would try eBay or Facebook Marketplace if you want to do some stuff locally. Yeah, no problem, Rebel. That's actually her name, Rebel. If y'all didn't know, go check her out. Uh, let's see here. It was great meeting you too. I went to the 127 yard sale in Tennessee, the longest yard sale in the world, 690 miles, goes through 5 states. We had an awesome reseller meetup. So hopefully in the future, if I ever post about I'm going to be somewhere for like a reseller meetup, if y'all live close by, come hang out and meet some of us. I like to do more traveling. I actually was going to go Monday to buy a camper so I can go travel in the wintertime to like warmer areas and stuff. I decided to put it off because I got a tooth abscess over the last few days. It like happened. So I decided to wait, but I'm probably going to get one soon and do some traveling and stuff and picking. I think it'd be pretty fun. Yep. Yeah, we're talking about that. Garage sales all day. Let's see. Thank you, Corgus. How long do I usually stay at each garage sale? If I can tell there's nothing in there, I'm gonna walk in and walk right back out. But if there's decent stuff, I mean, I'm pretty quick. You can ask Kevin Commonwealth Picker. I don't know if y'all watch him or not. Commonwealth Picker, really great guy. I went garage selling with him during that 127 sale, and he was like, "Man, Matt's so fast. He's just like boom, 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 go, go, go." Like I try to go fast because the earlier I can get out and the more sales I can hit, before anyone else, the more that I'm gonna have a good luck or like find good stuff. So I usually try to go pretty fast, but if I'm at a sale that's got a lot of great stuff, like I went to a sale last week and I spent, let's see, it was $38, but I spent $40. And like one item I picked up was like $100 shirt. So I picker flipper auction. Yeah. So that garage sale I was at for like a whole hour because I just kept finding stuff. I actually forgot and I left. They had a whole box of Black Cat fireworks, like old bottle rockets. I think they outlawed those. I meant to buy them and I forgot. I think they wanted $5 for his whole box. And I was just gonna get them for my collection. I don't think I'd use them, but I freaking left it. Sad. But I got like some like some beer advertising mirrors for like $1 a piece. Like you don't find that. I don't want to give away all the details at a garage sale because I'm working on a YouTube video for that, actually, a longer YouTube video. Yeah, it was definitely an awesome time. I had a blast. The green screen, what is that used for? So I did a video recently where I was talking about a Salad Master pot that I picked up. And basically, so I could film myself in front of that green screen and then I can remove the background and make it look like I'm at the beach if I wanted to. Or I can make it look like I'm on a UFO or something like that. It's pretty cool. So it's called Chroma Key, is what the editing effect is called, where you can remove the background. So if I'm ever sitting in front of it, you just if I wear anything on my clothes that has green, it's gonna show the background. So you want to make sure that you're wearing, like if I'm wearing a red shirt, then it's gonna be okay. They also have blue screens, different ones, but if you like, my eyes are blue, so if I use a blue screen, it may distort my eyes or something like that. So uh let's see. I thought I read something, but it wasn't. Um, the most valuable item I found in a garage sale. The most valuable sale I went to was that big Barbie score that I had. But the most valuable, like one single item from a garage sale. I'm trying to think. Nothing really too crazy. I'd like to find something like over $1,000, but um, nothing too crazy. I would say, what was that I picked up? I got so many videos. Um, I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head. I found this. Well, I'll just tell you about this one item I found last year for $10. I found a really cool 1970s peacock wicker chair, and the lady gave me a stool as well. I paid $10, and I sold it in less than 24 hours for like $375. I probably could have got more because I sold it so fast. I probably could have gotten like $450 for it. But if you live in like California, for example, they sell for like $700 or so. And people also rent them out as well. I just wouldn't rent them out because they just get in such rough shape after a while. But what are items that I won't buy? I actually went to a garage sale um, a couple weeks ago, and I mainly went there because they had so many items that I would not buy, and I was like, "Hey, this would be really cool content to show all these items in one video." I ended up buying a lot of one item there. I had a pretty big score. I bought a lot of Barbies there, but I've had four pretty big Barbie hauls this year too. I've only showed, I think, one of them, but I've actually had a few more I haven't shown yet. But what was I saying? Um, I told you I get off track all the time. The geez, I was saying something. There's so many comments. Items I won't buy. That's what it was. So there's like precious moments. I try not to mess with those. There are some that can sell for good money, but most of them I try to avoid. Like cherished teddies, like a lot of those little figurines, collectibles that you see a lot of that look like the Boyd's Bear figurines. I don't buy those. Beanie Babies, I don't mess with those. I'm trying to think of Avon cologne perfume bottles. I don't mess with those. That's probably the main. I see those everywhere. Or Black Diamond VHS tapes. I don't buy those unless they're like sealed in a special one. Some of those can be okay. Your favorite video was that the Barbie one? Oh, Cali, awesome. I'm actually going to be going out to Cali or in Vegas. I'm trying to go to Los Angeles and Las Vegas probably before the garage sale season starts up next year, whenever it's nice weather over there. Yeah, I sold a lot of cameras. Cameras have been like really hit or miss. I think I've had worse luck with cameras. So now I'm like a little picky when buying them, but I've learned enough about cameras to where I kind of know how I can test it if they have film in it, or just kind of tell like on condition. But the way that I buy cameras, I don't buy unless they are either really cheap and sell for a decent amount, or if it's like I bought some cameras recently that if they don't work, I can sell them for parts pretty easily. There are some cameras that sell for parts. You got to be careful when you're selling stuff for parts because some items you'll see are selling for parts, but then when you look at what's listed, there's a ton listed for parts. So you want to make sure that you're buying, if you're going to sell it potentially for parts and you're paying a little bit for it, you want to make sure that there's a pretty good bit that are selling. So like I picked up one the other day. I'm going to do a video on it soon. The guy wanted like $20 for it, but I knew if it didn't work, it's only going to sell for like $30. So I just did not want to pay $20. But if it does work, it sells for like $100. But I offered him like $5 because, like I said, if it doesn't work, I may only get $30. And then after all the work trying to figure out if it works or not, improperly working, it's time as well. So that's what I do with cameras mostly, though. Yep, South Dakota. Well, I've been on here for about an hour now, so I'm probably going to get off of here. I may try to hop on Facebook soon and do a live. So if you're not following me on Facebook, y'all can go follow me on there as well. I sometimes post a little bit more stuff on my feed on there. But I'm going to go ahead and head out. So nice seeing everybody. Thanks everybody for stopping by and hanging out for a little bit. And I'll try to hop on here again soon. I've got some people lined up for in the wintertime to do a dual live with me. A few other creators that are really good on here. I'll probably have to get Cajun Reseller and Rebel Reseller and some other people on here as well. But thanks everybody for stopping by. I had a blast, and I'll see you guys soon. Later.